and it's a good day today.
It was
Once
a
again,
rough week.
rough week. We could get to
So-
that, but if we're gonna get to it,
No,
fine.
Talk about it.
Yeah, I mean,
I only got one thing
what's up?
in reference to everything with Kobe and prayers to the family and everything. But if you can't control what a news organization is going to do, but you could put some kind of onus on Twitter and some of these people. Like, if you're a news organization and you got a blue check and you post like just fraudulently wrong stuff, you should lose your check.
I understand. I agree.
That's the whole point of you having a check is like because I said I saw a legitimate news organization tweet out Rick Fox died.
Yep.
Wow, for real.
And I was like, dang, and so then it makes you start questioning. So I was like, what's the point of y'all having blue chat? Like, y'all ain't a person. You're a news organization. Like, if, WBBS in Colorado or whatever wants to send off just fire off a fake tweet just because they're like, oh, I want to be first with the news, we can't control everybody. Like, everybody going when stuff come up, that's just the nature of the beast. There's going to be rumors and stuff. But if you're part of those people that churn up that stuff, like, as an organization, you should lose your stuff. That's on Twitter. Like, they can decide what they want to do with that.
I mean, we saw a lot.
They're not going to do nothing. They got racists on Twitter that they keep up. I'm just saying.
We saw people post R.I.P. Kobe Bryant with pictures of LeBron James. Niggergate, but let's just talk about the one that's happening now because that means there's so many of them. Like everything that's happened. But, I mean, let's focus on the positive. R.I.P. Kobe Bryant, one of the best, if not the best basketball player of all time. He shaped a lot of the culture. He shaped a lot of how we play basketball. Just like how Mike did, learned a lot. And Kobe Bryant took everything that Mike knew, became a student of the game, and brought the game to another level. Whatever, I'm going to say it now. Kobe Bryant's always and will forever be better than LeBron James. Yup.
That was just unnecessary.
Yeah, it was petty, but you know what? We can do that.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm a LeBron fan.
I'm a LeBron fan.
I'm a huge LeBron fan.
We're not doing this. The man passed away. I'm invoking the Tupac clause, which means you can't speak ill.
You can't
speak ill of
He
him.
was the greatest rapper of all.
See, exactly.
Okay, it's cool.
Yeah,
it's cool.
you can't
it's cool.
speak ill.
I'm not
Biggie,
you. I'm not going to disagree with you.
Yeah, I'm invoking the Tupac clause. Once again, this is in my humble opinion. Black and ugly as ever, stay Houston down to my socks. We're back with another In My Humble Opinion podcast. I am your host, Carlton Banks, Carlton with a KBA and Triple X, Carlton with a KBA and Triple X, also known as, Avery, like a very nice guy. Hi, Mom. And also, I'm here with my brother, one of the best writers I've ever seen. I go to concerts with him all the time.
We went to that one.
We went to Earth Gang concert. Dope.
Earth Gang was good.
Earth Gang was a good concert.
Earth Gang had a nice little concert.
My brother actually got to join my world right quick and go to a couple of wrestling events. Hated them.
Wrestling is, it's not that I hated it. It's just like, I'm not into wrestling.
Yeah.
It's not my thing. And going to see it live is still not my thing. But they be getting hurt. Like, that is,
I tell people.
That made it even more not my thing.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, yo, if you're playing football or basketball or something like that, it's like, yo, you working for a goal. Like, it's a legitimate, like, you get hurt in football, you was trying to get something. I was trying to get a touchdown. Man, you get hurt in wrestling, it's like, yo, somebody they didn't plan their kick right.
Yeah.
A dude got kicked in the face and passed out,
yes,
like on the ring, and I was like,
and we all saw it.
The photographer next to me was like, "Yo, your boy he's knocked out."
Yeah.
Like, and you could tell like everybody's acting, but at that point, it's like, well, we're live, we can't stop it, but you could see the tone of everybody changing. Like, okay, I'm fake fighting this guy over here, but I'm looking over here because he is knocked out.
Yes,
like, and then they kind of drug him off and they wake him up. And
Sorry,
I was
like, knocked out.
Prayers to that man. Hopefully you okay.
He's all right now.
Situation
Situation is with wrestling, it's you're stuntman. It's like that. It's like people will be like, I'm working towards a goal with football. You ever seen a movie? Fair enough.
If you die for a movie, like, look, man, I'm gonna tell you right now, and this is just shots out to this man in particular, Jackie Chan. You don't have to do this anymore.
He doesn't have
You
to.
don't have to. We got stuntmen.
Per our
We
entertainment.
gotta. Jackie Chan just
Stuntmen,
collapses every.
Yeah.
Look, man, Jackie, you can stop. You can stop, Jackie. I love all your movies.
But
I
what
want you here
about
for life.
stuntmen?
What about? Hey, look, you got to do what you love and you do what it is. But that doesn't still. What I'm saying is, for me, it's still.
Yeah, I feel that.
If you are a stuntman on the set of Mission Impossible 2 and you die, like I'm like, yo, I'm sorry that happened to you. Couldn't be me though. Like,
Couldn't be me.
I said
Couldn't
I'm
be
not.
me.
I'm not doing it. You're not hitting me with nothing.
I feel that. Once again, we didn't even. His name is Just Devon.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
There we
His
go.
name is
There
Just
we go.
Devon.
Just
And
Devon. And I'd just be sitting on the sideline when I'll be like, cut.
I
Put in
feel
the
that.
stuntman.
Look, I love wrestling.
in the
I tell
stuntman.
people I would never do it. One of my friends was like, "Yo, you're big. You can do it." I was like, "I would never do that." People like me. I don't need to do stuff. Wait, nobody likes me. # nobody likes me. Anyway, yeah, once again, we're back with our special guest. All right, we have a special guest in the building. His production credits include ESG, Lil Keke, Trey the Truth, Zero, 8-Ball MJG, Paul Wall, Slim Thug, Billy Cook, E40, Hot Boys, Crazy as well. Remember Crazy? Remember he used to sound like Tupac was signing No Limit for a while, but before that,
Crazy.
yes.
Oh, yeah,
J-Dog.
yeah. Crazy had it on him.
The list
Nah,
goes
the list
on
go on and
longer.
on.
The list goes on longer. I'm gonna get my joke off. The list goes on longer than Whataburger after Carol's on a Saturday night. That's how long his list goes on. His that didn't land. His catalog includes
We should
Pimpin' the
have
Pen.
applause or some kind of laughter. That would be a laugh track right there.
That would, but let's keep going. His catalog includes Pimpin' the Pen.
The-
It's going down. You know it's going down. Don't Mess with Texas. Heart of a Hustler. Still Pimpin' the Pen. Screw for Life. He's one of the pioneers of the classic H-Town soulful sound that is often duplicated. All right, but never really recreated. In today's music, I know I can speak for myself and my brother when I say it's an honor to be in the same room as you, to be honest with you. As a former producer, I've followed what you do, my friend Jesso Beats as well, because it's a very soulful sound. You created it. You, like Happy Perez, like, you know, I'm leaving out a lot of stuff.
He's super excited.
Yeah,
Like, he
I really
sounds
am.
like he's running right now.
Man,
Like
I
he loves
Yes.
this.
Man.
You are the top.
You are,
Yes.
Dude, when he
But let me-
crazy.
Let me say your name, though. Legendary, Grammy-nominated producer, Sean Jemison. Also, Solo Beats. Sean Solo.
Hey, what's happening with y'all?
How's it going?
Louisiana's own.
Hey, man, come on, man. You know, well, I'm from Houston,
You from Houston?
but I went to college in
Yeah.
Ah,
Louisiana.
that's what it is.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah, I went to college in Louisiana on a football scholarship.
All right, so what part of Houston are you from?
I'm from Third Ward,
Okay.
but I'm a Third Ward kid that went to private school, though.
Okay.
What school?
I went to St. Thomas.
Really?
I went to St. Thomas High School. Mm-hmm.
So
When you were at St. Thomas, were you always interested in music? Was that the plan?
Never. I
What were you
played
trying?
sports.
So what were you playing?
I played football, basketball, and track. You know what I'm saying? Like,
So
Wow.
no music, no
None.
nothing. You just
Nah.
So St. Thomas. No, you're doing all sports.
yeah,
You go to college for sports? Is that what you
Yeah.
went to Louisiana for?
Mhm.
What were you playing in Louisiana?
wide receiver,
Wide
football.
receiver,
Looks
football.
like a wide receiver.
That's what I'm saying.
Still
Wide
in great
receiver.
shape.
Still great. Okay.
Great shape.
So you're out there. At what point are you getting into music? That usually our guests, and we have a lot more of a lot of our people are like, man, you know, I've been trying out this music thing since I was 7.
Right.
And I'll be
Right,
like, oh, okay. So this is interesting to see somebody that's like, hey, I am getting into music. We talking about post college?
No, during college.
During college. Okay,
Yeah.
so during college. Okay, so
Yeah.
let's tell us about that then.
Okay, well, you know, I always love music or whatever. I got hurt in high school my junior year. So I did some like a drama play. Like my counselor was like, you know, you need to do something artsy. You know what I mean? So I did the drama gig. I got back on the field my senior year, got my scholarship. I got hurt again in college, my freshman year. At that point, I was like, bro, I got to figure something out, like, you know.
Just in case.
Yeah. So, you know, I bought me, I think I got together and bought a little ASR. It was a sampler before
remember that.
No,
Yeah.
actually, it was an EPS before.
Really?
Yeah, before the ASR.
For the ASR?
Yeah.
How many
so
seconds did you have to sample on that?
3.
Yeah.
3. I remember it
Damn.
was 3 seconds, but I figured out how to get that 4-bar loop in that 3. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
I was able to do it. You know what I mean? So, ESG went to the same school.
Okay.
Yeah. So we met and we started hooking up, and he was like doing talent shows and shit, and like.
No,
Yes,
absolutely,
you
yes,
can.
yes,
Go
yes,
crazy.
yeah, go crazy.
Yeah.
We want to hear, we want to hear everything. Go for it.
Yeah.
Go for
So
it.
he was doing talent shows and shit and winning them, and we got together like, man, you know, we should mess around and do something.
Yeah.
So I was a sample. I didn't even know how to like quantize and stuff like what you know, put it in time.
Yeah.
I didn't know anything about the board, but I knew I liked certain different sounds. You know, like I would do 2300 Jackson Street with Brick House, and I mix it together, or whatever, on the sampler. We wound up going to a Zydeco studio out there in Louisiana.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, and we dropped like 6 songs, and then they got back to Houston, and you know, they was loving it. You know what I'm saying? So ESG was messing around with Screw when he would come back and forth from school, because you know he was doing his thing and whatever, and Screw got a hold of the song we had just did, like when we were Swangin and Bangin.
Yes. Let's stop it. Let's just play it.
Yeah.
Let's play it. We got to play that right quick.
Yeah.
Because that's the
Yeah, he has a couple of
like
huge hitters.
the songs you have are like Houston DNA.
Yes.
like
Swangin' and
songs.
Bangin'.
And this
Too many niggas.
you did this as you're figuring out how to produce.
Like Swangin' and Bangin', that beat was the first time I ever played. Like all my other beats were samples. You know
So you played the piano?
I played everything on the Swangin' and
That
Bangin'.
what synth is that?
That little noise, I don't know, something that we used on it.
Okay.
By that time, I had the ASR, not the ASR 10. It
Yeah.
was the one that came out after that. And I bought that or whatever, and I just got some sounds from somebody. I don't even know where I got them from. They were on floppy disk. And I said, I'm going to just bang out me a beat, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like create it.
Yes.
You know what I
That-
mean? That was the first one I ever
Classic.
did. Yeah.
That's the one.
That melody, you do that anywhere. Like even when we heard
Drake.
I mean, hell yeah, fucking right.
Yeah, you knew off
Once
the
you
top.
hear it, you're like,
Yeah.
yo,
I heard that before.
ugh,
Yeah.
it's classic.
So you go back. I mean, ESG brings that, or Screw hears that, and then he says,
I'm about to chop it up and, you know, slow it down, put it on one of my tapes.
"Uh huh."
After that, it was really, that was the rap right there. That was it.
And so now you're like, okay, well, I'm a producer now. Like
No,
this is
no,
what I'm
no,
doing.
not really, bro, because it was like, I was still schooling.
Ah, okay.
ESG
okay.
was back and forth, you know, he was like, bro, I didn't even know it was that, you know, serious. Like, he would tell me, but I was like, okay, cool. But
No, wait, I'm sorry. When you say ESG, so ESG is going back and forth between Louisiana
And Houston.
and Houston. You're staying
I'm
in
schooling.
Louisiana, so you have no clue
I have no clue.
that what
that
you're
big.
doing is big, and he's coming back and telling you like, "Yo,
Yeah.
no, in Houston, I'm telling you,
Yeah.
okay,
It was
Yeah.
big.
Yeah.
Oh, it was
Huge.
huge.
huge,
Yeah, so you know, then time went on or whatever, and my parents or whatever, my brother, they knew I was doing this or whatever. They heard the song on the radio. It was kind of like, remember how 5 Heartbeats?
yeah,
Oh yeah, when they
heard
first
it,
heard
yeah.
the song.
It's kind of like that, bro. They playing your song on the
Yeah.
radio.
So they played the song on the radio.
Down
I
there.
understand.
I
Awesome.
think it was whatever. I think it was still 97. Yeah, it was 97.
Yeah, it had to be
'cause- Yeah, it was
97.
97. They were blowing it up. Like they started
Oh
playing
yeah,
it.
97.9.
Because
That's
they were
what it was.
fiending for something from the streets at that time, and that was you know, Screw movement was coming up. Everybody knew, you know, go over there, and it's the hottest song on the Screw tape, and it's talking about, you know, swing. It's the culture. It's
Yeah,
rap.
the culture.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right there. So you know, from there it was on. I ain't gonna lie, I was a producer then for real. Once it was on the radio, you know.
Did you stay in school, or did you just like, yo, I'm coming back to Houston?
No,
Let's go.
I stayed in school for a second, and then I left. You know what I'm saying?
You're like, yo, I got
Yeah, because I
capitalize.
mean, like right after the ESG gig, we had wound up redoing it for Priority. We got to deal with Priority, Priority Records. You know, they had Dre and everybody at that time.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So after that, like DEA called.
Yep.
So that's when I met, like, you know, Keke,
Dead in
KK,
Alliance.
Pat,
Yeah.
Hawk, and Screw. That was a group. So I wound up doing like 8 songs on their record. Heart of
Yeah.
a Hustler, you know.
Yep, Mind of a
Screw
G.
for Life,
Yep.
all of them, you know. So after that, and then it was Key, and it was everybody after that. You know what I mean? So it was like they had to come through my way, and I had the little spot in the tray. It was my old house, you know what I'm saying? It was a shotgun house, but it was nice, and you know.
When you look up your name and you look up the credits, like it's your name on the majority of a lot of these classic albums.
Pimpin'
like,
the Pen?
Yeah, Pimpin' the Pen is just like you over and over again.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh, this is the producer
Yeah.
for every single song. And so you're saying your first, Swangin' and Bangin' is literally you. That's your first song.
That's my
that's your first.
That's first song playing.
Yeah.
Like everything else, I'm pressing a button and I'm mixing a certain sound. Like if you listen to like the song on ESG's album, "Ain't One Thing's Another" or whatever. Like I was crazy with the blends. Like I'm listening to 2300 Jackson Street by the Jacksons, and I can hear Brick House under it, and that's all I would do for the track. It would be basically, and then I would finger something out like that, or
I understand.
I didn't know how to really like play. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
From the Dr. Dre School of Production.
Right. You know how I go.
So he's like, it sounds good.
Yeah, exactly. So I started figuring out let me start playing with these sounds that I